guys, welcome back to another edition of What's New in the Library. So I'm glad that you're back from break and everyone made it through 2019 and we're ready to move on to 2020. So today's books that I want to talk to you about are from the nonfiction section, which is a section that I feel like I don't talk about a whole lot. It is the section of all true books. So over in the nonfiction section, it's a good place to look if you're looking for, obviously, true information, but then also, whenever it comes to a new year, a lot of people write New Year's resolutions, whether that is to drink more water or learn to do something new or anything, any new goal that people have. They usually write it in January for themselves. So if you have a new goal for the new year, I have some books that will help you reach that goal. Maybe you haven't written a New Year's resolution goal, and after watching this, you will. So the first set of books I'm going to talk to you about is if you want to become better at a new foreign language. So if you go over to the nonfiction section and you go to the 400s, that is where you can find books about foreign languages. So this first one is German, so you can learn German, and I also have Italian. So if you want to learn a new language, go over to the 400s. Say your New Year's resolution is to learn new secret codes and kind of have like a secret way of communicating with your friends. You can go also to the 400s. This book is all about mysterious messages, and then 6th grade, you'll love this one. It's all about Egyptian hieroglyphics. So that is, again, over in the 400s. Another New Year's resolution that a lot of people have is to get healthy and get more into fitness. This one is in the 600s, and it's called Yoga for You, Feeling Calmer, Stronger, and Happier. So check this one out from the 600s if you're interested in that. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to become a better baker or a better cook. Here are some books for that. This one is called Best Ever Cookies, and it is also located in the 600s. And it's important to know that there's more than just this book. This is just the one that I chose to show you. So if you go to the 600s, this one specifically is 641.5, you will find a lot more cooking books. So this might be part of your New Year's resolution. You never know. What about some of you that need to get organized? I've seen some of your lockers. You need organization tips. So this is over in the 600s. It says the best organizing solutions. It's got some cool ideas in here for organizing, and they can apply to your locker or maybe your house. Maybe your room needs to be a little bit more organized. Check this out from the 600s. Another one of the 600s that I personally think is pretty cool that I would look at is just tips and tricks on nails, nail care, tips and tricks, hair care, way to do different hairstyles and that sort of thing. How to braid your hair. I need to check this one out. I'm really terrible at this. And the last one is skincare and makeup. So maybe your New Year's resolution is to try a new makeup style or learn more about these things. You can check these out from 646. So go to that section in the 600s and you can look at those. Now, a skill that I wish I was better at was learning how to take photos, like real photos, not just selfies on your cell phone, not just from your iPhone. I'm talking about like real cameras and like really nice photos. Well, if I wanted to brush up on that and that become my goal for 2020, I could visit the 700s. There is a book called Perfect Digital Photos and a Snap. So it's pretty thick. It's got a lot of information. It's $7.75. And how to do just about anything with your digital photos. So once you get those photos taken, what to do with them. That's in the 700s. Some of you are already in orchestra or band or maybe take piano lessons after school. And I have a whole section about musical instruments. So if you want to try something new or just improve your current instrument, you can visit the 700s. Here's one about piano and keyboards and one about violin and string instruments. So go to the 700s and check that out. And the next one is one that you guys are all pretty good at already, but in case you want to brush up, go to the 700s and you can learn how to be a better drawer. So I got a little bit of variety here. There's cars, trains, trucks, planes, animals. And then I thought these were pretty cool. A bunch of you have asked me about manga books for the graphic novel section, and I don't have any yet, but you can learn to draw them if you check these books out. And again, these are located in the 700s, so come to the 700 section for that. Next one is pretty cool. If you want to learn how to do magic tricks, you could also visit the 700s. These are the books that I have. So this one is pretty friendly. It's easy to look through. It's not very thick. It's got step-by-step instructions for magic tricks. Here's another one, same author, same series. This one involves coins and cards and other everyday objects. Another pretty simple one to read. And then my favorite magician, probably most famous magician, Harry Houdini. So if you want to check out information about him and all these magic books, that is located in the 700s. But this one is specifically 793.8. All right, I got 2 more for you. The next one is, oh, I lied. I have 4 more for you. The next one is crafts. Now, I love to craft. I have a whole room in my house dedicated to crafting. That's how dedicated I am to crafting. So if you want to learn a new craft, you want to do something cool, you could check these out. These are also in the 700s. So we've got this one, revamping your room. Some of you always talk to me about redoing your room. There's some cool stuff in there you can do for that. Accessorizing, so different ribbons, bows, that sort of thing. And then this one is pampering yourself. So homemade face masks and that sort of thing. I think that's cool. So again, visit the 700s. The next one, if you are part of Mrs. Rudd's drama club, you already know how to do these different types of plays and stuff. But say that you want to brush up on your acting skills, or maybe you're not in drama club, but you're thinking about joining next year, then you can visit the 800s and check out these books. So brush up on your acting skills. Now I have 2 more for you. This one is in the 800s, and they're joke books. Maybe you want to be better at telling jokes or coming up with your own jokes. This one is called Funny Food Jokes. This one is How to Be the Funniest Kid in the Whole World. I challenge somebody to check that out and come tell me a joke from it. So again, 800s. Now, the last one I have for you is maybe you want to write a poem for somebody you love. Or maybe just a silly poem. This is Shel Silverstein, 2 of his books that I have. I have more, that just 2 examples. And he writes funny poems, and they kind of make you giggle, make you laugh. Maybe you want to brush up on your poetry, so you could check these out. These are from the 800s. So hopefully I've given you an idea today of a new goal that you could have for yourself, or maybe just something you could improve upon, something you already do. So either way, stop by the library today and check out some new books. Yes! In science fiction this month, we got the last book in the Scythe series called The Toll, and we also got 2 books in a new series called After the End and Until the Beginning. In fantasy, we got several books. The first one is called Sisterland, and the next 2 are in the Magic Misfits series that Neil Patrick Harris wrote. This is number 2 and number 3. We already have number 1 here in the library. The next one is called Sweet, the Story of a Girl and Her Monster. I'm interested to read that one. This one is called Bigger Than a Bread Box. The next one is Unwanted's Island of Fire. This is actually a replacement one. And finally, 6th grade, we got in more of the Familiars, number 2. And the last fantasy book we got is Simon Thorne and the Shark's Cave. 2 new comedy books coming at you, My Life as a Joke and Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. It's Rowley Jefferson's journal this time as part of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Realistic fiction, we got in 3 new books. The first one is called Roll With It. It's about a girl with disabilities that also is into baking and cooking. The next one is called A Boy Called Bat. And the last one we got in is Teeny Little Grief Machines. This is a novel in verse. In action and adventure, we got in 3 books. The first one is Dog Driven. This is for fans of any dog books that also like action. And we got in several of the Marvel series, the kind of Superman books there that you will like. There's a lot of pictures and words. Mystery and Suspense is the dark blue section, some of y'all's favorites. The Remarkables by Margaret Peterson Haddix, very famous author. And The Nest by Kenneth Opel. We got in 1 book in Paranormal. This one is called The Mediator. Not sure what it's about, but it came highly recommended. In narrative nonfiction, I got a book called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. This was from a recommendation from a student that had seen a video about this on Netflix. Graphic novels this month, we got a ton in for you graphic novel fans. We finished out the Plants vs. Zombies series, so I should have every single book in that series now. We are finally all caught up. Also, we got in a book called Queen of the Sea. It's a really big, thick graphic novel. It's beautiful. Got in another Phoebe and Her Unicorn. And this one's cool. It's kind of an I Survived, but it's Desert Determination. Got in the DC Hero Society and Stargazing, another beautiful graphic novel. Then I got in a big set of American heroes that you can read about. Also, Last Pick. This is another kind of survival story that is also a graphic novel, as well as this one, Tunneling to Freedom. Elvis, a graphic novel about his life. And Jay-Z, some of you might know him as Beyonce's wife. We got a graphic novel about him. And the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. The final section of books we got in this month are nonfiction. The first one is really cool. It's huge. It's called Cars, Trains, Ships, and Planes. Really cool pictures. And then of course, I got in some more Who Was, What Was, and finally, Guinness Book of Records 2020.